Areeba. I'm a senior at Rutgers University in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and I'm majoring in history with a minor in Spanish. And in fact, history and Spanish have both been two big subjects in my life ever since I was in high school. When I was in high school, I was the secretary of the Spanish Honor Society, and I was also part of the history club. I know, kind of lame, but I was! As an intern for the SISGI Group's Alliance for Positive Youth Development, or APYD team for short, I really focused a lot on youth issues that are impacting the youth today, so between the ages of 18 and 25 as well as 18 and younger. Specifically, for me, it's important to look at how the media portrays young girls, especially the over-sexualization of girls in the media and how this ends up impacting them. So the way they see themselves portrayed in movies, in their playthings, and in TV shows, and how this eventually comes back to shape who they are as young girls. Another really important subject for me to look at is trying to get the youth to be more interested in the news and what's going on here in the States as well as what's going on around the world, so that they really know what's happening in Italy and what's happening in Greece, and they're aware of global issues as well as issues that are happening right here in our own backyard, and not just being worried about the next celebrity gossip or only what's happening with singers, because I think it's really important to know what's happening in our world because we're the future, and if we don't know what's going on, we won't be able to leave a lasting impact that really benefits as many people as possible, and we won't be able to do that if we don't know what's happening all around the world. So that's why I decided to become an intern with the SISGI Group's APYD team. So for me, the best part of participating with the internship program with the APYD team was actually getting the opportunity to create my very own video podcast. I had never made a video podcast before, so I was really nervous that I wouldn't do a good job. However, it was really exciting to be able to pick a subject that was interesting to me and that I could research and put into a video that everyone could learn about. So the subject I chose was small, sustainable solutions that leave big impacts. So the subject matter I chose was giving bicycles to young girls in developing countries so that they can go to school, which is a really small solution but leaves a big impact on their lives. So I was really nervous that I would do a terrible job because I'd never made a video podcast before, but after putting my time and effort and really doing the research, I was so happy with the end result and really getting to see this podcast that was put on YouTube, and so other people can see it and learn more about young girls who use bicycles to go to school, which is such a simple activity, but you know, it's super important to them. I think that the APYD team or the APYD internship is really great for any student, no matter what their major or minor is. But as long as they're hardworking and they're passionate about youth issues, I think they'll do great with the APYD internship. And as long as they remember that the APYD team is really working towards benefiting us youth, because that's what we really work towards, that we really want to spread the message of what issues really impact us, and it's amazing to be part of something that we're one of the target audience members. So I think any student could really benefit from an internship with the SISGI Group's APYD team. I've become a much more confident public speaker because I've had to talk about the research that the APYD team has done with issues that have been impacting the youth today. So now when I am told that I have to do a public speaking project in front of the class and in front of my peers and professors, I'm much more confident and I'm able to get my point across more clearly. So when I graduate, I want to go to law school and eventually become a lawyer, either for family law or for human rights law, which are two vastly different types of law, but they're the two that I'm entertaining in my mind right now. But that's not something I want to do for the rest of my life. And in fact, I'd really like to go back to school and get my PhD and become a professor, a history professor, so that I can teach other students who can be future historians and lawyers. And I think it's really important to give back. And for me, the best way to give back is through education. So I would love, love, love to be a professor somewhere down the line. I think that being an intern with the APYD team, I really picked up on so many skills that are going to help me in law and when I become a history professor. And I think some of these skills are being able to confidently speak in front of others, because it's so important to give your ideas, and we all have amazing ideas, and just to be confident enough to say those ideas and speak our minds and stand our ground. So I'm really glad that I took part in this internship.